Hello everyone, welcome to the new series in my channel. In this series, I will share my experience for international students to live and study in United States. I've been here almost 6 years. I came here by scholarship from Iowa State University in landscape architecture major. I graduated, got a job, and stayed here until now. However, I know it's very difficult at the beginning, especially when you didn't know anyone. You came here, started a new life, and were so frustrated. That is why I'm here for you. I'm not an expert. What I share with you is just my own experience. So if you have any better ideas, better suggestions, please feel free to leave comments. I will appreciate them. Together, I hope we can build a healthy international student community. And now, let's start the first episode, housing. I know I should have made this video a few months ago because now it's already middle of July and it's just a month to fall semester, and most of you might find housing already, but it's still better than nothing, right? You can use this for the second year because I know most of freshmen have to live on campus at the first year, and if you are a transfer student or grad student, you may need to find accommodation for yourself. In this video, I won't talk about housing on campus because you can easily check on university website, but I will talk about how to find accommodation outside campus, and especially when you are not in the country. So the first step, you need to check Google Maps to figure out where your school is. I will use Ann Arbor, Michigan as a case study here because it's where I live. It's a very beautiful campus town with famous public University of Michigan. And the first step, you need to figure out what kind of transportation you want to use to go to school every day. Walking seems very healthy, but it really depends on the weather. Like for some areas very cold in winter, for example Iowa where I used to live, in winter it can be -20 or -30, and definitely you couldn't walk more than 5 minutes outside, so it's not a good option. And I won't recommend driving your car also because you will have a lot of trouble to find a parking spot on campus, and normally it's not too many, and also you don't want to pay for extra costs for parking, right? So I think the best option for students is public transport. So for the small city, normally it's just have the bus system, but in the bigger cities you can search for metro system. Okay, but now I just search for bus system in Ann Arbor, and then it will lead you to the websites of the city bus system. Some city and university, they may have the different bus system, so you should check both university bus system or city bus system because they may have totally different route and map. And when you check it, definitely you want to see the map. And based on the map, you will figure out where's the location you should live. You don't want to live too far from university, but it's definitely somewhere that convenient and easy to walk to the bus route because, again, you do not need to walk too far in winter to the bus stop, right? Okay, so it somehow figure out the location. And now, where you can find the houses. The best place to find houses right now is Facebook. Now you're looking on my Facebook. Well, so on the Facebook there's a tool named Marketplace. So in the Marketplace it has a category named rental, and you can see it's a lot of different option for rental: apartment, condos, house, townhouse. I would recommend condo and townhouse for student, especially for single student. Normally just only families or grad student or someone with a big families may rent the condos and townhouse because it's normally more expensive. You may want to look at the apartment and house for rent, but house it seems not a good idea because basically if you rent a house, you need to maintain everything outside the house, including the lawn or snow removal. So for a student, you don't want to pay to spend more time on doing maintenance works, right? So apartment seems to be the best option for you. But in the apartment, for some city, it have like housing type apartment. Like for example, this one, you can see like it look like the house, but in fact inside this house it have different units. So someone like buy a house and they just divide it in different unit for rent. So somehow it's called apartment, and this type of house you may not need to do maintenance work, so it's still a good option. So it depends on the prices. On the price here, you can guess if it is the price of entire apartment or only one room. So be careful. Like for example, 800 here, it doesn't mean that 800 is for 2 bedrooms, like entire apartment, or it might be only one private room inside 2-bedroom apartment. So you need to make sure that you ask all the questions and understand the term and the money. But be careful when you use a marketplace because sometimes it has scam. Scam is like called like fake advertisement from bad people that want to take monies from you. It has a lot on internet and in the United States, so you need to very be careful. Like some houses is just too good to be true, so it's one the signal of scam. Or if someone asks you for pay some money, send you something to PayPal, or I will make another video about scam later, because I don't want to talk too much on these videos, but just be careful about scam. And when you use, oh, I forgot, if you are international student, you might not see the marketplace, because marketplace is really location oriented. So like if you live in a different place, so you might not see marketplace of different place, and it's not available in some country. Like for example, in my country last year, Vietnam, it didn't have marketplace. So it's a change when you change the IP. I don't know if you can make a fake account or fake IP to see the marketplace in the future location that you want to study. I won't recommend to make fake account, because the landlord and the future roommate, they want to see who you are. So maybe changing IP is an option. I'm not sure how it is work, but you can try. Okay, so if it's not marketplace, if you cannot access marketplace, there is another place. Another way that you can do that, you can search for some housing sublet roommate group on Facebook. So the way that you just need to type in your university and trying with some keywords like housing sublets and roommate. These are very common keywords that a lot of university group they use. I just opened this group because I already the member, because my husband used to study in Carnegie Mellon, so I was in the member. Some university group, they will require you to sign up by your university email. So in this type group, it will be safer. So you don't need to worry too much about scam, because most of the members are actually student of university, because they require the university email, right? But some group, like for example this one, they don't require university email. So just be careful about scam. So when you look at the groups, you can see it's like a lot of option. Someone to find the roommate, or you can do the same. Like for example, if you find an entire apartment and you want to share it with someone else, you can just make a post and try to find the roommate. And again, you need to go to their Facebook profile, talk with them to see, and just be careful about scam. And for example, if you find the room and you don't know how it really is in reality, you may need to find some friends that can go to the place and check the place for you. But it's not a big deal if you cannot find anyone. I forgot to tell, before to go to university housing group, there is another better way to find the housing is finding your community in that university. Like for example, you study in Harvard, you can type Harvard University Vietnamese, because I come from Vietnam, so maybe University Vietnamese, and check if any Harvard Vietnamese Association. You can see that. So that is the page of all Vietnamese student, I guess. So when you have that, you can make a post to try to ask for help, like hey, I'm the new student to come to the school, to the areas. I am looking for a room, if anyone have any option, and try to make friends. So when you have the new friends here, you can ask for help. Maybe just ask them if they have time, just drop by to the future house that you want to rent and just take a look, or just maybe just check the location for you. So that is definitely the first thing you should do as an international student. Just check your school and community association, or if not your university, you can check the location, maybe Pittsburgh, for example. Wow, is that Pittsburgh Vietnamese Catholics? Seems helpful, even though I'm not Catholics. Okay, so it's just my suggestion. Just find your community as much as possible. Find someone to help you. It's very useful, right? And if not, Facebook. Okay, another very old school tool is Craigslist. Again, I was using Ann Arbor. So Craigslist is like very old school forum that American use for years, for decades. And old people, they still use it. And even young people, I found that it's very useful when you want to buy a car, sell a car, and for all the leasing. So you can see, if you check on the housing, a lot of option here. But the bad things about the Craigslist that they just have a lot of scam, a lot of scam. So just be careful. So here in the Craigslist, you can have a filter, like you looking for 2 bedroom, 1 bedroom. But normally I won't filter the bedroom, because the more option the better, right? And no, I don't want to feel that. And then cat okay if you want to have the cat or validity beyond 30 days or within 30 days. I found this useful. And also you can just click on the on every app to see. Let's see, I will check for some and I can tell you which one is the scam. I will help you recognize some of the app. Okay, so for first thing, I will look on the app. Okay, this private one-bedroom apartment, it seemed reasonable to me. Oh, I meant it's still expensive, but it's a normal price in the area. Annabelle is quite expensive. Okay, so it seems like this. When you see the picture like this, and then with the context, this must be posted by the apartment, so it's quite reliable. It's not a scam. And now this one, nice homes available restaurant. Wow, this one is too good to be true. It's a 500 with 3 bedroom. It means that that is the price for 1 bedroom in 3 bedroom apartment. So for the 3 bedroom apartment, it will be like 1500. So it's a reasonable price. It's not too good to be true. So this one seems okay, reliable. You can reply it. You can add reply. Oh, I think I need to sign in. Oh, okay. Reply, and then you can just copy the email and send them the email through your personal email. And now 1 month free. Okay, so basically most of the app, it seems legal and reliable. Okay, so then we can come back, and if you want to find the roommate, you have the room and share. So like if you don't want to rent an entire apartment, you can just rent a room. So you will go to room and share, and or you just sublet and temporary. Like if you're looking for a place for summer when you do internship, you will go to sublet and temporary, or just a place for a short period of time. There is a wanted room and share. I think I can find roommate. Oh, okay, room and share is the same. So someone they find roommate, they will post like a room. They're looking for someone to share a room with them. So well, you will go here. Or if you have an apartment and you want to share with someone else, you will post here also. A lot of people, they check the Craigslist. Maybe the reasons because they cannot access the Facebook marketplace from different location or outside the country. So this is the great place to find housing. I actually found most of my roommate on Craigslist. I don't know why, but Americans seem to use Craigslist more than Facebook. So if you want to find American roommate, let's use Craigslist. Okay, another website that you can take a look is Zillow. Zillow is quite popular for all the real estate and renting. So it's the same. It has a few filter here that you can use. So let's see if I click on a house. Don't use this option as a question because normally it will contact to the realtor, and it's use automatic system that asks you. Oh wait, no, sorry, I'm sorry. This is the option that you want to use. Just use the ask a question. Don't use the request a tool or request to apply, because if you request a tool, it will just have the automatic system that asks you to come to the house, and normally it doesn't communicate well with the landlord. So I will use ask a question. So if you have any concerns, if you are living outside the country, so you can say blah blah, I will arrive United States in August and I'm looking for a place blah blah. So sometimes you don't need to come to the place and meet with people, but most of landlord, when you upload on Zillow, they will want you to come there and meet them face to face. So I don't think it's very useful for international students, but it's worth to try, and it's really a great tool. So you can make the research of the pricing, so you can see that all the price appear here, so you will know like which location seems to have the lower price or where it have the more expensive. And of course, the more expensive, the more better it is in terms of safe and beautiful. Some other popular website, Julia, is quite popular also. Or you can just make a Google search like apartment in somewhere in Ann Arbor, for example. So they may have like some other agent website like apartments, apartment guide, apartment finder, Zillow, Julia, blah blah, or foreign. Foreign is quite popular, and realtor also. And another way, actually my favorite way, is using Google Map. Okay, so for example, if I study in the North Campus, this University of Michigan North Campus here, so so definitely I want to live around the campus, right? And I also want to live near the supermarket. So somehow I figure out where I want to live, the location, and I just zoom in the location that I want to live, and then just type apartments and you see it will appear all the apartment around that area. So then I can just click up each one and click to their website. Okay, I will select some of them, click on their website. Sunrise. Okay. They don't have website. I normally won't select any apartment that don't have website because it doesn't look reliable and good service to me. Okay, so finish. We select some of them, and you can check on their website. Well, they ask for the contact. No. Maybe floor plan is where you want to go, and then you can see how many options they have for unit. So 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, sometimes it's have price, limited available. Normally in their website they won't publish the price. So what you have to do is you need to send an email, contact them to ask the price. You will have to tell when do you expect to move in, what is your budget, and if they have available. Let's check Thailand amenity floor plans and see some option. This one doesn't have the price also, but they have some square feet. Let's see another option. No, what it is not related. Okay, floor plans. Well, this one is very pricey. This one have price, but the price here is not fixed. So like sometimes it may be a little bit different, cheaper or more expensive. So when you do this, there's no way better than just contact them. Just write them an email and ask them about the price, the availability, and the expect time to move in. Why I prefer this way? Because this way will avoid to being scammed. So for sure, when you approach them actively, definitely you won't meet any scam, right? And also I prefer for international student, I prefer to work with a landlord with have very clear contract and very professional, so then it will less trouble later. I heard a lot of story with international student had the conflict with the landlord, and then the benefits would harm, and it's just so complicated. But by this way, it's just easier. Everything written in the contract on the paper, and the apartment, they are business and you are customer, so they want to keep their good reputation, right? So basically, they won't do something very bad for you. However, there is a disadvantage in this way because normally when you apply for an apartment, you need to have social security number and credit history. So it might not be a good way for international student who never been in the United States. But if you are a freshman and you move out in the second year, you can try this way. And also remember, some apartment need to apply few months before moving in. So you need to check very early, few months before, or half a year, if you want to find a good place apartment. Okay, so that is all in this video. I may miss something, so if you want to have more information, just feel free to comment below. I will try to answer as much as I can. Or if you want me to talk about the other issues or another instruction, just tell me. I will try to help, my best. Okay, thank you. Good luck.